Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Is XRP a security? Are we still going over this? Ripple says lawsuit should be dismissed with prejudice. So Ripple has filed a final statement on its motion to dismiss a lawsuit alleging it sold XRP as an unregistered security. I don't know if you guys remember this back last year, 2018. Bradley Sostak decided to sue Ripple because he didn't make money during the bull run. He said he lost something like $500 and change. And so Ripple's counter was that he waited too long to file because XRP had been offered since 2013. Anyway, there was a big debate on this, and Ripple's essentially saying plaintiff's federal and state security claims also fail because he has not plausibly alleged that he purchased XRP either from defendants or an initial coin offering, as those statutes require. Finally, plaintiff's allegations, which pervasively claim that XRP is a security, defeat plaintiff's state customer protection law claims, which cannot be predicated on the offer, purchase, and sale of purported securities as of this matter. I'm surprised this whole thing is still going on. Oral arguments in the case are scheduled for January 15th. But yeah, it looks as though Ripple has had enough with this. They are saying to dismiss this with prejudice, meaning, they kind of don't really want to hear more about it. Let's not tie up the court system with these nonsense lawsuits. Guys, I saw this from XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter. Ukraine approved the final version of a money laundering law that handles crypto per the FATF guidelines. So, Ukraine getting serious about this. The Ukrainian government has approved the final version of a money laundering law that will handle virtual assets and virtual asset service providers. As per the FATF guidelines, on December 6th, the Rada, Ukraine's legislative body, published a final version of the law that considers virtual assets to be a store of wealth while also recognizing its potential use in financial crimes such as money laundering, fraud, and the financing of terrorists. So they're looking to monitor and regulate this. One of the guidelines focuses on individual crypto transactions worth less than 30,000 hryvnia, which is equivalent to $1,300 USD, I'm assuming, from which the government will only collect the public key of the sender for the purpose of financial monitoring. So Ukraine, realizing cryptocurrency is a means to transfer value, to transfer wealth, they are classifying cryptocurrency as a store of wealth, and therefore they are, drafting the appropriate laws to take care of all the problems that could go along with that. So not only that, they've looked to Binance to help them prepare for this crypto legislation. Major global crypto exchange Binance is reportedly collaborating with Ukrainian authorities to establish cryptocurrency-related legislation in the country. Binance signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine to jointly work on the legal status of cryptocurrency. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao said in November that the legislation of cryptocurrencies and adoption of progressive legislation can play a key role in bringing positive growth in the economy as well as attract additional investments. So Ukraine looking to Binance, an interesting move there. You would think that governments would want to kind of keep it on that governmental level, but I think that this is out of the box thinking. I think it's good for them to look towards the industry, as all governments should be doing, not be so close-minded on this, to really kind of assess and understand the problems, the possible hurdles that they could face with regards to cryptocurrency regulation. So good on the Ukraine for looking to some professionals in the field, namely Binance. Of course, though, Binance will probably inject a bit of their own bias into the regulation. However, maybe it's for the best. Who knows? I saw this from XRP Arcade. As two new ODL corridors appear, could Binance be an ODL exchange? This is interesting. The XRP community has been eagerly looking out for on-demand liquidity volume and new ODL corridors. ODL is Ripple's way for RippleNet customers to use XRP as a bridge currency, as we know. Three XRP community members, Murad Toumi, Labo A Crypto 3.1, and XRP, have created utility scans. So this is a page. You can view the code here, and guys, he links to a link here with the code that listens for potential ODL transactions. More info on how that works by Moncho. Another link here. So utility scan picked up a few potential ODL transactions coming through the RUB, so the Russian Ruble USD corridor, and RUB Mexican Peso corridors. What's even more impressive is the exchange facilitating these transactions is Binance. And so XRP Arcade includes this screen grab here demonstrating just this. Could Binance be the next ODL exchange? It doesn't seem unlikely to me. We know Ripple and Binance, Changpeng Zhao, are in quite tight. You know, the cryptocurrency industry isn't that big to begin with. And so, you know, you have the players in the space, you know, they see each other at all these same conferences. It only makes sense, you know, for the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange to be part of the ODL network for Ripple, you know, providing that liquidity worldwide. We also got Matt LINY here on Twitter, the Financial Stability Oversight Council. XRP is the new financial product. Guys, I got really excited when I saw this. He attaches a few screen grabs here. So the new financial products and services, digital assets, and distributed ledger technology. They talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin in particular. And so for those of you guys who do not know, the Financial Stability Oversight Council is this council in the United States. So they are a government organization established by Title I of the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, which was signed into law by President Barack Obama on July 21st, 2010. So why they were created was to identify and monitor excessive risk in the U.S. financial system arising from the distress and failure at large interconnected bank holding companies or non-bank financial companies, or from risks that could arise outside the financial system, to eliminate expectations that any American financial firm is essentially too big to fail, and to respond to emerging threats to U.S. financial stability. So, you know, in the wake of the 2008 mortgage crisis in the United States, they created this to essentially monitor and make sure that the financial system won't be in the precarious spot that it was in 2008 before the crisis. And yes, this same body, the Financial Stability Oversight Council, guys, is looking at cryptocurrencies, and in this they talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin. But guys, let me read you this. Many digital assets are enabled by blockchains or other distributed ledger technologies. Such systems share data across a network, creating identical copies of their ledger that are then often stored and synchronized across multiple locations. Okay, we know that. DLT tech may have applications that extend well beyond simple transfer of value. And guys, this is where it gets really, really interesting. Let me continue. In recent years, an increasing number of financial institutions have initiated proof of concept projects to evaluate the potential for applications of distributed ledger technology in areas such as interbank and intrabank settlement, derivatives processing, repo clearing, and trade finance. Now, in the first page of this, they say that they were looking at cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin. And here they talk about multiple use cases for certain cryptocurrencies. We know XRP is used for interbank and intrabank settlements specifically, but then they add in derivatives processing, repo clearing, and trade finance. I have a feeling that there is more going on behind the scenes that we are even privy to. We get little tidbits, we get bits and pieces of information as it comes. And we get those clearly manufactured sound bites that, you know, company line kind of jargon that just kind of, you know, gives us as much information as we need to know without really giving us the meat and potatoes of it. But guys, this to me is looking like the next decade is really going to make a lot of people super wealthy. For those of us who hold cryptocurrencies today, we will be laughing in the year 2030. That is, if you, my friend, because I know I do, if you guys have enough patience and discipline to stay the course, because this is what it's all about. XRP Veteran on Twitter posted this at XRP_veteran. To become successful, you need patience and a long-term strategy. Here in crypto, we have learned there is no such way of being rich in a few days. It's a multi-year plan. And I don't know who created this, but this is really, really poignant here. When Jeff Bezos met Warren Buffett, and I don't know if this is even true, but this rings true to me. Warren, your investing strategy is so simple. Why doesn't everybody just copy you? Warren Buffett says, because nobody wants to get rich slow. I couldn't have said it better myself. So do you guys fall victim to that get rich quick bug? Or are you willing to stay the course, be patient, hodl your XRP, and get rich with the rest of us? I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.